Hello there. So I know that I put the video up the other day. I feel like I'm really, very low energy. Oh my gosh. I just filmed another video and I was very high energy, and for whatever reason now I feel low energy, and I don't think it's because I feel low energy because I had my breakfast today. I think it's just because I feel like, is this a more serious matter? Maybe I need to put my sensible, chilled out head on. Like, I don't know, but oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, let me just get cozy. I feel like I'm not cozy. I'm just like, ah. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm relaxed now. I did a massive trump. Things are fine. I think that's why I was a bit like, oh, because I knew I needed to get a trump out. Anyway, it's out. So we can move on. Okay, great. Okay, so by the way, apologies if anyone's offended by my trump. I will never not find trumps funny. I know, please feel free, berate me in the comments. I just think life's short. If you can't laugh at a trump, what can you laugh at? And I know there's going to be people probably unsubscribing as I speak, but if you don't love a trump, then we're probably not ever going to be friends anyway. So, okay, so guys, anyway, we did not come here to talk about trumps today. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up video because you may or may not have seen a couple of days ago I posted my journey for the week following getting my lips dissolved. That sounds weird. Like, I should clarify, get my lip filler dissolved, not my lips dissolved, because that would be strange. I'm very aware that the video probably ended quite suddenly, and the reason for that was I was filming in the car. Honeys had gone to pick the boys up from school, and I was kind of waiting in the car for them to return. I thought I had more time than I did, and I think I was just waffling on, so I lost track of time. But anyway, I was in the middle of something, and then they all got back to the car, and of course I couldn't keep filming, so it just like ended a bit abruptly. But I just wanted to just sit down and just say that, wow, am I pleased I got my lip filler dissolved. It was something that honestly I had been considering for a long time. I wasn't 100% happy with my lips. I kind of was like, and I want to just make this point very clear that back when I was getting my lips filled, and at the time, maybe 18 months ago, maybe longer, when I first started to get my lips filled, when I was actually getting some hateful, negative comments about them. At that time, honestly, I was the biggest supporter of my lips. I loved them. I genuinely really did like them. But it's only the past maybe 6 months where it got to the point where it did not feel like the filler was dissolving. And I don't think it would have done because the filler had kind of balled up. Basically, I'm not a scientist or a chemist, and I can't even begin to pretend that I can explain what filler it is really. All I know is that when they do the dissolving injections, it causes the bonds within the filler to break down. So the bonds break down and the filler disappears back into the body. The filler is made up of a couple of different things, but mainly hyaluronic acid, which our bodies naturally will produce. So therefore, when it starts to dissolve your body, it just absorbs back into your body. It's not like a toxin or a toxic thing or an unnatural kind of substance. So essentially, I feel like if I hadn't gone ahead and stepped in and I had my lips dissolved, who knows how long those lumps and bumps would have been there for. Would they ever have gone down? We just don't know. We can't say for sure. But I definitely was starting to develop a bit of a complex. It was clear to me, particularly when I was taking photos and I was looking at my photos back, that my lips looked uneven and I could kind of see the lumps and bumps. And also because I make videos for YouTube, I do spend probably a lot more time than someone that doesn't make videos for YouTube. I spend a lot more time just looking at my face, and not just looking at my face, but seeing all of the way my face moves, the different lip movements I have and eye movements and everything. And I think in a way that does make you feel conscious and a bit more aware of things going on your face that maybe you're not too happy with, you know what I mean? I think you definitely do spot things that you may not spot otherwise, if you weren't spending hours editing a video, seeing your face close up. So I'm really pleased I went ahead with the dissolving the filler. And you know what, this is actually the first time that I've worn a lip product properly or worn any makeup since getting the lips dissolved, because I I don't film in the week because I work in the week, so I've just not had any makeup on. Now that I do have, a lip product on, what I'm seeing now actually is I can see some little lines on my lips, which, oh my gosh, no, don't get paranoid about lines on your lips. Seriously, like, no, look at your lips, Anwen, and be confident. Do you know what? I wish I wasn't so neurotic like this. And I know some may say narcissistic, vain. I promise, like, that's not me. I look at myself and I just see everything that's wrong with myself most of the time. Sometimes I can look at myself and say, oh, you're looking okay today. But a lot of the time I'm looking just thinking, oh my gosh, everything is wrong. So wrong. The lips I'm really, really happy with, honestly. And I know that at the beginning of my lip dissolving journey, I was saying that I most likely will get more filler put in. If I do, it'll only be a minimal amount. I'm definitely not going to go off the rails, or I'm not going to be overdoing it. If anything, it would be like a 0.5 ml just to add a slight bit more volume. But over the last few days, I've actually been questioning that. And as I've become more used to having smaller lips, I've actually started to enjoy them a lot more. And I know that I was thinking as well that maybe like having less full lips made me look a bit older than I am, or it just aged me a little bit. I'm not really feeling that way now. I'm actually feeling very confident in my lips, and I think, the natural look is good. Like, I like the natural look. I like it. As much as, like, in the first couple of days after getting the lips dissolved, I wasn't happy with how they were looking. I'm actually learning to love my lips now. I really am. Oh, I was just about to say, right, it's going to be a long time till I even think about getting filler put in there, but in reality I'm going back in a week or so to have a checkup, to see how everything's gone. And oh my gosh, it's quite likely actually that I will probably get like a little tiny bit of filler put back in, but only just to maybe just balance them out. I was gonna say maybe balance them out a little bit, and then I just thought, and that's how it all begins. Do you know what I mean? That's how it all begins. But maybe just like a little je ne sais quoi. Oh, I don't know, guys. Do you know what? I just wanted to come back on and say, this is the point of the video. I strongly urge anyone that's had their lips filled, if they're not 100% happy with them, if there's just something about it they don't really like, please, please, please do not be afraid to go and look into getting them dissolved. The reason why it took me so long, well, part of the reason was I was kind of in denial. I was thinking, oh no, they're fine, they look great, even though they were lumpy, bumpy, uneven. I was thinking, oh no, they're fine, they're great. But another reason was that whenever I'd kind of done a bit of research and watched other people's like vlogs, or other people tell of their experiences of getting their lips dissolved, it always looked like such a horrendous experience. It always looked, and they said it was so painful, more painful than actually getting their lips filled in the first place. It took ages. And then their lips were swollen like to a huge degree afterwards. And then just everything about all of the research and videos and reviews and experiences and write-ups and everything that I'd seen, it made me like afraid to actually even go and look into it. But now that I've had them done, I couldn't be happier. And I know that everyone's different. Everyone has a different level of, being able to manage pain. And, I have not found any of my tattoos to be that painful. A lot of people find tattoos to be extremely painful. Piercings, not a problem for me. For a lot of people, big problem. Whereas stubbing my toe, to me, is like the most painful thing in the world. To other people, not that bad, really. So, actually, no, I take that back. I think stubbing one's toe is probably a tragic and very unsettling and uncomfortable experience for the majority of people. But that's not the point. The point is, I just want to say to you right now, I want to reassure you, I want to say, girl or guy, you got this. If you're not fully happy with your lips, go look into getting them sorted. You might as well bite the bullet, even if it's really painful and uncomfortable. The one thing that we have control of with this whole lip filler situation is that you can get it reversed. Could you imagine if everything in life was that easy and straightforward to resolve? I mean, really, we are kind of blessed, and I don't like using the word blessed because it has religious connotations, and I am an atheist, and I always feel like I should not be using the word blessed because it's not really, is it my word to use? I don't know. I just feel like, you know, if we have the option to reverse that decision, then do it. Do it. Don't be afraid. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on just to kind of add the little bit of the ending of what I wanted to put in the ending of the video, but didn't because I was interrupted and then felt very awkward. So I didn't want to leave you on like a coat hanger moment. I just wanted to come back and say the final things I wanted to get off my chest, and mostly just to reassure anyone that's not happy with their lip fillers, just girl, guy, get yourself off to a really good practitioner, and I promise you that it may be painful for you, but hopefully not. And you'll notice an amazing difference instantly. The confidence that you thought that you were going to get from having your lips filled in the first place will come to you tenfold from taking back the power and getting the lip filler out of your lips. I am going to go because I need a wee so badly. So I'm going to go, but thank you so much. I just really wanted to just say this piece that I feel like, you know, the video ended so abruptly, so I just wanted to say that. But anyway, thank you so much for following my journey. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, also, just to mention, if anyone does have any specific questions about dissolving lips or lip fillers or anything, please feel free, like, ask me in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm really going now.